By adopting this more focused, strategic, and streamlined process to goal setting, I have witnessed remarkable improvements in so many different areas of my life. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think it's safe to say that the 12-week year has literally changed my life. For one thing, it is a super popular topic that I discuss here on my YouTube channel, and it helped me monetize my YouTube channel, which was really exciting. But also with making content about the 12-week year, I actually implemented this goal setting strategy and the tracking strategies in my life in order to keep up with my progress and reach my goals for the year. And it has been literally amazing, so phenomenal. So I'm really glad that it's something that I chose to do, and we're continuing with 12-week years into 2024. But before that, I wanted to do a little look back analysis on how the 12-week year has literally changed my life in 2023, talk more about the simplified version of the 12-week year that I created, and let you all know how things have gone with my goals for this year, and hopefully provide some motivation for you as well. So if you are new here and you love the 12-week year, stick around, because I do try to create content on this topic around at least once a month or once every couple of months, because I know that y'all love the updates and you love to see if this actually works and if it's something you can do in your life. So you have come to the right place. So one thing that I did that I feel like was really helpful this year was to just stick to the same 5 categories throughout the entire year and cycle it for each of my 12-week years. And I completed 4. So it's a full year of 12-week years. Basically every 3 months, every season, I restarted, reset with new goals. So my categories were home, health and fitness, personal, business, and finance. So those areas of my life definitely were elevated and leveled up, and I feel like I have the 12-week year, or the simplified 12-week year, to thank for that. So we're gonna get into detail with each category and break down what really worked for me. And I wanna share more about how this was a truly transformative experience for me overall. So let's start off with home. I feel like with my home, basically last year I was just like, I wanna make my house a home. We have been here for 4 years now. 2 of those years were during the pandemic. So I kind of just wanted to like finish things out and fall in love with our space all over again. So tracking home updates and DIY projects through the 12-week year simplified goal setting system was really helpful for me, because I couldn't put it off. Like, I've got to get it done within this 12-week period. And some of the things, like, there are a lot of factors, like if I needed someone else to come in and help with things. And so staying on top of it was really helpful for me. So by setting these very clear and actionable goals and steps every 12 weeks, I found myself really staying on top of my household tasks and being more organized. My space remained really clean and cozy, and I was able to finish and complete some really fun DIY projects, both indoors and outdoors. So I'm definitely gonna keep home category into the new year to see what else we can do and what changes will be coming about. And it's just so fun to track it and look back on all the fun. Now let's talk health and fitness. So some months I would do health, some months I would do fitness. So I decided to put them together because I feel like it's all encompassed together in the wellness space. So focusing on health, wellness, and fitness throughout the simplified 12-week year really helped me to change my perspective about how I viewed these areas of my life. And I was able to kind of like flip a switch to apply the same strategic approach that I take to work and business to how I feel about my health and my wellness. I was able to develop habits and set up routines that have been sustainable for me and have actually made a huge impact in how I feel overall. So whether it's the improved fitness habits that I have, finding fitness types and workouts that I absolutely loved, my improved eating habits, finding recipes and little salad things, smoothies, and acai bowls, all those things that I love, or just the overall effect that it's had on my mental well-being, all of it was completely worth it. Feeling my best helps me to look my best and helps me to be my best and produce my best in all other areas of my life. I even got my own Pilates reformer for our home gym and got into a really good habit, got very strong in Pilates and kind of centered the design around that space, around the reformer, and I want to continue to develop that even more so. I have fallen off in the past few weeks. I've not been on my 12-week year, but really just continuing to get stronger and to reach my health and fitness goals is something that I'm really excited for. Now let's get into business. I feel like the Simplified 12-week year completely revolutionized the way that I approached my professional goals. By breaking the year into more smaller, manageable steps and goals, it really helped me to focus on key objectives and what I needed to be doing in order to achieve them. I had sharper focus, increased productivity, ultimately greater success in my business endeavors, especially with YouTube. A lot of people start YouTube channels and they don't continue their YouTube channels or get to the point of monetization because this is not easy. You actually have to want to do this. It is very much so like work, so it should be enjoyable, but you also have to approach it from a business mindset. So from the first 12-week year that I did, I set a goal of how many subscribers I wanted to gain, and I was able to reach that because, for one, I just said it and put it out there, and then of course the community was so supportive and like, yes, we'll subscribe, we'll watch your content, we'll comment, we'll like, all of those things to help me get to where I want to be, which I appreciate so much. But in business overall, I have quite a few different things going on. I feel like I have a million jobs, which is interesting because all of these jobs don't even equal how much work I used to do in my former career as a teacher. But I obviously create content here for YouTube. I also create content on TikTok and Instagram, and not just for myself or my brand Affirmations with Amber. I create content for the nonprofit that I work for, and I create content and manage social media for the life coaching company that I work for. So I'm in front of the camera a lot. And then on top of that, I do the actual work. So I work with cohorts of learners for career coaching, and I also work with individual and private clients for my life coaching. But even though it sounds like a lot, it all seems so manageable when I put it into the Simplified 12-week year format, because I am able to track my progress, figure out what's working, and make adjustments as needed. So if you've been thinking about like maybe I should only focus on one category for the 12-week year, I think business is definitely the one where I've seen the most progress, because it has helped me in so many different aspects of my professional career, my aspirations, and everything in between. Next up is personal development, which is a key pillar to fulfillment in life overall. So focusing on this category during my Simplified 12-week year really prompted me to invest more time in self-improvement. One of the things I'm doing is becoming accredited by the International Coaching Federation, which is exciting, but it is a pretty difficult and kind of longer process. And in that, I'm kind of like, you know what? I've learned so much that I love focusing on wellness and self-care and being your best self overall. So I've learned so much about myself throughout this process of pouring into my personal development. So whether it's learning new skills, adopting positive habits, or nurturing meaningful relationships, this system really gave me the structure that I needed for continuous personal growth. I really was able to just take a step back and focus on the relationship that I had with myself. Identifying triggers and prioritizing rest really helped me to enjoy my alone time. So whether that was going on solo dates or simply just spending time with myself in my home, I loved it so much, and I really started to appreciate even more so my own company. I realized how much I crave time to recharge in solitude, and I am keeping that with me as I go into 2024, focusing on my theme of the year, which is going to be stillness. It's going to be really exciting for me to just pour into myself and see how impactful that's going to be for my personal development and of course beyond, because everything is so connected. And lastly, let's talk about finances, getting to the bag, getting that money, and leveling up and getting towards financial freedom. The 12-week year definitely instilled more discipline in me when it comes to finances. I was able to set some very reasonable and attainable short-term financial goals that will then benefit my long-term financial goals as well. This approach not only improved my budgeting skills, but it also helped me make more informed decisions about my spending and my saving habits, and also learn more about investing. I did a full no spend month. I had been doing some no spend week, but I'm like, you know what? For my last Simplified 12-week year of the year, let me do a full month. It was not easy, but I learned a lot about myself, and I also came up with new patterns and habits to how I'm making purchases. Now, instead of just seeing something I like and getting it, I write it on a list, and then at the end of the month, if it's something I still want to get, or maybe when it's on sale, I'll go back and revisit that, but I'm not just spending here and there and everywhere. I'm really keeping better track of where my money is going. So this definitely helps me to save more money, and I am getting a raise going into 2024 for my career coaching job where I work in a nonprofit. So I definitely feel like the mindset that I have adopted around spending, saving, budgeting, and all of that stuff has contributed to the abundance that is going to come with me into the new year. So that pretty much wraps it up. I can definitely say that the Simplified 12-week year has been a game changer for me personally, and I hope that has been impactful for you too, or at least inspiring for you to start your 12-week years in the new year. By adopting this more focused, strategic, and streamlined process to goal setting, I have witnessed remarkable improvements in so many different areas of my life. So I really encourage you to kind of explore the benefits and the possibilities that following the Simplified 12-week year system can have for you. Of course, I've got you covered. I have some trackers that I've created on Etsy. I have a full playlist here on YouTube of the Simplified 12-week year and the process, how to do everything, how to track everything. So all the resources that you need are going to be linked in the description box below. Comment below as well. Let me know if you are in, if you're going for 12-week years in the new year, if you're going to be trying the simplified tracking system that I created, or if you are going to simply just take it one day at a time and see what life can bring to you. So I hope you loved this video. I hope you have had amazing experiences with your goal setting process as well. And I hope you subscribe and stick around. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one, probably in 2024. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Affirmations with Amber.